Hey guys, I'm Ellie Lacey, and this is my good friend Terrell Huntley.
What's up?
I call him my work BFF.
Work BFF.
So he's super awesome, a really wise guy. So something that I've been trying to think a lot about recently and have conversations about is the topic of dating and healthy relationships. It's something that I'm really interested in, and I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you're honest with yourself, are also very interested in it. So I've been trying to have some conversations with specific wise individuals about this topic, and I wanted to invite you guys into one of those conversations. So Terrell was one of the first people that came to my mind whenever I was thinking about this subject, because we've had a lot of awesome conversations about this, and I just really love the way that he thinks about this, the way he talks about this, and so I wanted to ask him some questions and share the answers with you guys. So, Terrell, the first question that I have for you is about your lovely wife, Kimmy.
Yeah.
So, how long have you guys been married? How'd you meet? All that jazz.
So, I will probably get this wrong, but we have been married for about 5 years, or it will be 5 years in September. Yeah, great woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Met about 7 years ago, simply because I just found a Facebook photo of us 7 years ago.
Oh, snap. Stalking on Facebook.
Skinny,
Good to know.
yeah. And that's actually how I found her. So let me lead into this. Thank you for asking me how we met. So like literally, I think I MySpace stalked her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Flashback.
Like throwback.
MySpace.
MySpace
Never
or
forget.
Facebook stalked
Never
her,
forget.
and she lived in Greensboro, and I lived in Charlotte, and so I was like, who is this? So I went and visited her campus. That's where I first saw her, and then I asked around, and I was like, who is she? And I finally found out her name and info, and then I Facebook stalked her, and it took me 5 years.
Wow.
For like
5 years.
Well,
That's persistence.
yeah,
That's persistence.
for like one date.
Gosh.
And then of course, once she went out with me,
She fell in love. Yeah.
game over.
So online stalking does
Yes.
pay off sometimes.
Yes,
All
online
right.
stalking
Mhm.
does.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask, one of the questions that I had
Yeah.
was, what was the worst dating advice that you ever got while you were single?
So, this is a great question. And guys, Skittles, pay us.
Taste the rainbow.
This is why, because I think back, and I don't think anybody has ever gave me dating advice. Really, like I think back, and I'm like,
They give you marriage advice instead?
marriage advice,
Or-
of course.
yeah.
Like, and that's weird. And people will jump straight to marriage advice, and it's like, yo, but I'm single, so give me dating advice. And of course, in the church world, it's like, don't date, don't date, just get married. And it's like, okay, that's stupid. So, like, really, I didn't get any like, I did get some dating advice, but it's like just, you know, I don't know if I should say it here, but yeah.
It's not PG, so.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I really didn't get any good dating advice from anybody really.
Okay. So let me ask you this other question. If you could go back to being single Terrell,
Yeah.
back to before you met Kimmy, what's one thing that you would change about your single life?
Man, I think I would have been like way more responsible. So I think like with my finances, and I would have worked hard and getting debt free, and building and like a kingdom or an empire, and then having, because what I'm learning is that like women are like managers, like helpmates, and they're managers, and so but if you don't get married, and if you do get married and you don't give your wife anything to manage, then
Yeah.
like, and she starts to manage you. So it's like,
That's good.
so,
Yeah.
and I think it's important that men have like a concrete foundation, or and I would say a little an empire and of their own, whether that's a I don't know condo house, but just and I just wish that I was more responsible, right? And just not out and out there having fun and all of that stuff, which I mainly was. So
yeah, you would have had a better balance.
yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the first question, or one of the first questions I asked you. Let me flip it and ask, what's the best dating advice you ever got? You said you didn't get any dating advice, really, but did anybody ever say anything wise about it?
Yes. And I learned this to be true. One is like slow and steady wins the race. Like, and I think like people, they will meet somebody, then 6 months later they are married, and then it's like, but there's no friendship foundation in that. And then they say, well, we were friends before, but I think marriage, it takes a whole nother different kind of friendship.
Yeah.
And so like slow and steady wins the race. And also just take a time to like learn and enjoy in each another's hobbies and things that they do for fun, stuff like that. So yes, slow and steady.
Yeah. So you think it's important to have like hobbies and things like that in common?
Yes, yes, it's very important. Because you spend the rest of your life with each other, so you need to learn how to like share in each other's joys. And if she likes adventure, like and you don't, and you need to learn how to like adventure. And you can't do that in 6 months. Like it takes time to develop yourself in that. So, hobbies and all that stuff for sure. Learn each other's hobbies and learn how to have fun doing them.
Yeah, that's good advice. Okay, so going back to pre-Kimmy, like single Terrell, if you could go back to that point in your life, what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself about marriage, like one thing that you really wish you would have known before you got into like a serious committed relationship?
Yes. I would have learned, I wish someone would have told me to deal with my baggage, like myself, and don't bring it into the marriage, because what marriage does is it intensifies everything and it magnifies your flaws. So the more flaws that you bring in, like and the more flaws that stands in between you and your partner. And so and that's something that I wish I would have done, is took time and dealt with all of my psycho mind problems and all that. But because it gets a lot harder and dealing with them in marriage and then in singleness. So
that's really good. So now that you and Kimmy are married and have been for a while, what does like a healthy relationship look like for you guys? Like what, in your mind, if you were going to talk to a single person, what do you think is like a realistic, healthy view of or expectation for a marriage and a serious relationship?
This is something that I'm learning, is to be emotionally available. And so me, because I'm a thug, and so I don't share much emotion. So I think a healthy marriage is like speaking, communication, always talking, and knowing that you guys are different, like and accepting each person's differences.
That's good.
And not trying to change each other. It's funny because and we are as supposed to be like more like God, right? But we try to make and our spouses like each other. So it's like, hey, you don't be like God, be like me, so that this life is easier for me because I love dating myself.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
So.
Because we're awesome,
So definitely what I just said, which I just forgot, but definitely.
So kind of like being best friends,
yes,
embracing each other's like uniqueness and valuing that in each other, and letting it be like a process of refinement versus like changing someone into yourself. And learning and growing from them. That's awesome. That's really cool. Well, thank you so much, T, for imparting your wisdom, dropping some truth bombs on us.
My pleasure.
So super appreciate you, and thank you for that. Eat your Skittles, taste the rainbow. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.